Hey, good morning, Joanna.
Good morning.
Where you from?
I'm from Montgomery County.
Montgomery County?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're from Montgomery County, right?
Yep, Lower Gwinnett.
How old are you?
35.
35? Okay, do you have kids?
I have one son, he's 19 months.
19 months?
Yep.
All right, all right. Congratulations.
Thank
Your
you.
son. What
Yeah.
brings you out here to Kensington, Philadelphia?
Well, like a long story short, I really didn't start using until later in life. I have 2 degrees, I went to college, I was an athlete, and I ended up getting hurt. So I got put on oxys right around when they were, coming out in the big boom in the medical field. So,
Okay.
not a lot of people knew that they were gonna do what they did to our economy.
Right. Okay, so you got caught up in the whole crisis.
Yup.
Before we dig into the drugs and stuff, can you speak on your childhood, your good memories and hobbies and the sports you played and everything?
Of course. I actually grew up in probably like one of the best situations anybody could have.
Okay.
I have 2 really loving parents. They're divorced, but loved me and my brother unconditionally. Ironically, I was adopted before birth from my parents, so they're not even my blood. But my dad has been probably my biggest supporter, but also my enabler. But, I went to, camp, I went to, ballet, soccer, dance. We had a beach house, like a winter, house in the mountains. I had every opportunity that I could have. And my parents weren't abusive. They were, all about us having a good life and providing that for us.
Okay, so you grew up in like the upper class type of lifestyle growing up, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
You had it good, so
Yeah.
it shows and tell that anybody could be in this position in life, during certain circumstances and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I'm probably upper class.
Right.
And look, I'm right here in Kensington with
Right here in
everybody
Kensington
else.
right now.
It don't matter.
Would you think your parents' net worth was around their salary when you were a kid?
Well, my dad is a practicing dentist and my mom's an ear, nose, and throat doctor.
Okay.
So probably, honestly, I wouldn't know.
They
but
probably bringing in
a lot.
$500K a year together.
At least.
At least.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so you had a great upbringing. How do they feel with you being addicted to the substances you're addicted to?
It breaks their heart, Breaks mine too, though. My dad, like I said, is still behind me, but, I'm breaking his heart every day.
Right.
Like my dad, a lot of people say that it's easier and better to have, all the means to do this and to have fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, I tell them that it's a lot worse because my dad won't let me be homeless. My dad won't let me, have to do the things that some of the women out here have to do. And I haven't really ever hit a bottom, which is probably why I've been in and out for about 10 years.
Okay, so you're not homeless right now?
No.
No? Okay.
I never have been.
So even though you're going through what you're going through, your parents are still there for you.
Absolutely.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's love.
Yeah, it also hurts at the same time.
Yeah, it hurts having to see that, right?
Yeah. My dad doesn't want me to die, but he also doesn't want me to be sick or rob a bank.
Yeah.
Because I have to use the drug of my choice. So.
Who introduced you to the hard drugs? I know what you went through to get there, but how did it all start?
Well, pretty much. So when the oxys were starting to go away, my prescription, they were weaning me off and everything. I was dating a guy in another county, and he had previous run-ins with drugs and alcohol and the law. One of his friends had heroin, and it was cheaper, and so I tried it, and that was the end of it.
Wow.
Haven't really gone back since.
So when's your birthday?
December 13th.
Okay. Right. Winter birthday, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm a Sagittarius.
What's your favorite meal?
Peanut butter and ice cream.
Peanut butter and ice cream. Okay, I also want to ask, we never got to the drugs part, so what's your actual drug of choice?
Well, my actual drug of choice is heroin, but it's not really heroin anymore. So right now it's fentanyl. I smoke cocaine as well, but really my drug of choice is heroin.
How do you intake your drugs you use?
I snort them.
Okay.
I used to inject them, and a lot of people say that you can't ever go back from the needle, but I have had multiple of my arms. They're all scarred up, but I haven't used a needle in probably like 5 years. I came back from a 3-year stint of being clean, and I snorted, so I never wanted to go back to that because that was like a major dark hole you don't want to be in.
You ever been into any, you ever went to any rehabs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I've been to one rehab twice, and then another long-term program, which worked, which was, you know, what helped get me my 3 years. However, it was a non-secular rehab, so it was more like a Bible camp, so it's really abstinence and not sobriety.
Right.
But, so, I'm actually planning on going to detox within the next day or so,
All right. Great. That's great. Get back in there.
Absolutely. My son needs me.
Right. So, do your parents help fund your habit, or?
Yeah, my dad does.
Yeah. Okay. When they can't, or when you can't reach them to get the help, how do you earn money?
I never can't reach him.
Huh?
I never can't reach him, unfortunately.
Okay, so they really look out.
So that's part
It's
of the
scary,
problem.
Because it's like, all right, our daughter is sick. We're gonna give her the money to get her well, but what if that bag might be her last bag?
Yup. And that's what
saying?
scares my dad. And me.
And you, right?
You know, I would never want him to have to deal with that.
Okay, I gotta ask you a serious question, all right?
Okay.
Are you scared to die out here?
That's a hard question. Because, sometimes it's yes and sometimes it's no. Sometimes you feel like you're so low and, like, the people, like, that you love you hurt, and you'd rather not have them hurt.
Right. I'm telling you this, and, you know, it's from the bottom of my heart. I feel like you have so much to live for.
Yeah.
We rooting for you to go get clean. You gotta get out of this mess.
Absolutely.
You know how happy your parents would be?
Yeah.
You know how happy it would be to see their daughter go get clean and turn her life around.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
It's really heartbreaking. I would like to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
A wonderful interviewee.
Thank you.
All time media is rooting for you.
Thank you.
Maybe in the future, you get an interview with your life all the way turned around.
Absolutely.
Much love to you.
Thank you very much.